Okay, let's start. So for number one, first, let's name the process. The process is about coronavirus testing order, right? Can you read my screen, Lucky? Should I make it bigger?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I can.
Okay. Good. Now, this one is basically from whose perspective? The
Cape Cod Healthcare also?
the healthcare or the patient? Hang on. It should be from the person perspective, right? Because
Yeah.
we don't really discuss about what is the hospital doing. In here, it's about like Dr. Master. Okay. Steps required for testing. If you are experiencing symptoms, including fever, okay, and in here it is stated that design a BPMN diagram to illustrate the process of getting COVID-19 testing by a person. So it should be from the person or the patient perspective. All right.
I'm using the healthcare perspective, so.
But we don't have enough information in here. Okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say this is from the person perspective. Now, first we need to check. Just follow these steps, right? Steps required for testing. First, what we have to check is whether we have the symptoms. Okay. Okay, let's just delete this one. It's faster this way. Okay. And then we ask, is experiencing symptoms? Okay, like this. Right? If no, what do you think? If it's not, or the patient is not experiencing any symptoms, I believe we can just do nothing, right?
Minute.
Sorry?
Yeah, terminate, do nothing.
Terminate, yeah, do nothing, right? And then in here, we said yes. Oh, sorry, no. Okay. Now, but if the person is experiencing symptoms, then the person needs to call the doctor. Okay. If your your primary doctor will screen you over the phone to assess if you should be tested. If your primary care doctor determines that you should be tested, he or she will provide an electronic order for the test, which is sent directly to the testing facility. Okay, the hospital will call you then. Right. Okay.
So we use Gateway, so.
Yes, we use another gateway. Okay. But hang on, in here, I just noticed this one. If you have experienced symptoms and do not have a primary care doctor, then call this number.
Yeah, okay. That's why I'm using Gateway, so.
So the
have
next
a primary doctor or not?
Another gateway, correct. So if the person is experiencing symptoms, in a sense, this one is yes, then in here we should ask what? Has
in URL has a primary doctor or not?
Yes.
So I mean only have primary doctor.
Sorry?
Yeah, something like that, sir. It's just
Okay.
that my grammar is wrong, sir.
Yes, okay. So if the person has a primary care doctor, then
Investigating the symptoms.
no, it says here,
I mean
call,
screening, sir.
yes, call the primary care doctor, right?
Yeah.
And then the primary care doctor will test, right? And then the output of this call primary care doctor will be either you need a test or you don't need a test, right?
Yeah.
So that will be another gateway. Require test. Okay. Why is it exactly like this? Okay. Require test. If no, then what? And sorry. If no, this one is no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so can we use intermediate event for giving a message that patient do not need to be tested?
This one, like
Yeah.
this one, you want
No, I
terminate?
mean we add another intermediate
Where?
in the middle between the gateway and the and tester.
Between
Sorry, I
what
mean
and what?
any
Sorry.
in the middle between intermediate event. Sorry, I mean in the middle between gateway and event. So can we add intermediate event for message just to
What?
give a message that patient do not need to be tested?
Okay. So with intermediate event, meaning you actually stop and wait, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, can we do that?
okay.
Because I use
Yeah.
it when I'm not sure.
No, not in here. But if you,
Uh,
because in here you didn't wait for anything, right? Because when we finish calling, after we finish calling, we already had the decision. Okay, what you want to have is for intermediate is probably if if you need the test. Remember, look in here. If the doctor says that you need a test, then you will need to wait for the appointment for testing. So
oh, I think I
here,
get it wrong. Sir.
I haven't checked. We'll see. Okay. In here, receive appointment or testing problem. Like this.
Oh, I thought we can put it in the middle, sir.
Middleware. I will have a
Middle
look and
between
then I will give you feedback on your work. Okay. Uh, like this. Okay. So basically, if we do require a test, then we need to wait before what? Before we go to, hang on. Sorry. Now, we need to wait for that testing appointment before we go to testing site. Okay? And then after that, we need to say testing done. Whoops. Make sense? Now that is
Yeah.
just this phase, but let's have a look. Okay, in here, we haven't done this one, right? This is just
Yeah.
one branch. Yes. What if no?
Another gateway.
Another gateway for what? In here, it says here, we need to call. But,
Yeah.
but if we look
Call
further,
center.
the call center is open between Monday to Friday at 8 to 7 p.m. and Saturday, Sunday 8 to 4 p.m. If
Yeah, I just
symptoms above that, okay, then we need to call the emergency service, right?
yeah.
So in here, we need another gateway for what?
For the call center.
The time.
Yeah. For me, I just write it is the call center open.
Ah, yes, you can. You can.
Yeah, just write it like
Is
that.
call is within call center open schedule. You can do that, right? If yes, then
Call
the
call
call center.
So I mean call the call center, so not call the call center.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
I know what you mean.
yeah.
Yes, as long as I know what you mean, it's fine. Okay, now we need to, after the call center, the output of the call center is the same, right? So if we want,
Yeah.
we could just put this one here. Okay, because it has the same output. And if the call center said you don't require a test, you do nothing. If you do require a test, then the call center will send you the testing appointment. Make sense? If you
Yes.
want to create a separate gateway that looks like this, that's fine. Okay, I can still accept that. Okay, now this is just if, yes, it is within the call center open schedule. What if it's not within the call center open schedule?
Emergency call, sir.
We need to call the emergency call, correct. Let's go here. Just put you here. Put you there. Call emergency service. Okay, cool. In here, we have another flow that goes exactly to the same gateway. Again, if you want to have another gateway, that's fine. All right, good. What else? Is there any process?
I think it's done, sir.
Almost, but not yet done. Then you need to put the type. I think
the type.
Our user task, right? User task. Okay. What X? Default. Default, most people don't have symptoms. Okay. Most people has primary care doctor. For example, you just assume that most people experience, let's say, in default, in operator schedule, the call center open schedule. Most people don't need that one, and therefore like this.
Oh, I didn't put any default. So.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't forget about that one during your exam, okay?
Yeah.
Now, next, we need to equip with the what? Black box. What black box do we have? We have the call center, right? When we call the call center, we send information about our symptoms, right? Say symptoms. And the call center will provide what?
Yes or no?
Diagnosis or decision. You name it, okay? And we do the same for what?
Emergency service.
Correct. Hisaki is not that super friendly app, but it's free. I can't really protest. Emergency service. Okay, and we go for here, right? This is the diagnosis, and this is the symptoms. Make sense? Oops.
Yes.
All right. Since, as usual, this is a design, it doesn't have to be exactly like this. Okay. Last thing we need is the same for primary care doctor. So all in all, it will look pretty much like this. Okay. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. There can be different alternatives that is also acceptable. For example, Luki, you mentioned, how about in here, we simply check whether it is within call center opening time. And that's fine. If you want to have alternative, it will pretty much be possible to be like different, but also correct. Okay. But this is simply one alternative. Okay. Now, that's number one, easy. Well, that's the hardest. The second one is easier, right? The second one is easier. Because in here, and that's why we already only give you like a smaller fraction of number. Okay, so in here, we already have the starting point, we already have the process, and we simply need to convert this form into the BPMN. All right, let's start. Okay, and this is what process? Order processing. Okay, so now in here, this is on. We have two white boxes in here, right? One for the customer and the other for the company, right?
Yeah.
The order processing is from the company, and inside this there should be how many lanes?
3.
3 lanes. Okay. Now, because on top I want to have the white box from customer, I will have reception here. I will have accounting here, and I will have shipping department here. Okay, I'll make it shorter so it's visible. Is that Edward?
No, sir.
No. Okay, cool. And I have another white box in here. It's from the customer perspective. Let's say customer order. Right? Now, let's try to work on the customer first. Okay? So we need to focus only on these columns. All right? First thing first, start. Okay? What comes after start? From the customer perspective. As you can see here.
Place order.
Place order.
Place order.
Good. Place order. What next? It says here, we need to wait. Okay? We need to wait to receive order confirmation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we basically wait, meaning it's an intermediate. In here, we wait for receive order confirmation. Okay, and we wait for message.
I think I get it wrong for the customer or for the customer, sir, because I thought it's a black box, sir.
If it's a black box, then I think, hang on. No, hey, hang on. Look here. Your BPMN should have two pools, one for customer and one for the order processing systems. The order processing system pool has 3 lanes. Come on, I can't be more explicit than that, right? You didn't read this.
Yeah.
All right, anyway. Let's continue. After order confirmation, it will receive the order, right? But it involves waiting again. Okay, so after waiting, it's basically the customer is not actually doing anything. It's simply waiting and then waiting for another one. And in here, I put the message, and in here, I'm waiting for the receive order. Right? Exactly like this. What happened then? We need to pay the bill. The customer needs to pay the bill. What happened then? Finish. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's from the customer order. Next, how about from the order processing or the company perspective? from the company perspective. It starts when the company receive order, right? It started when the company received order. So in here, the starting should be message, right? What next? It should record the order or take order if you want. If you want, you can make it like exactly the same like the process over there. Take order. What else? The accounting need to process the order.
Yes.
On accounting process order. Okay, and then the shipping need to pack box. Pack in box. And then going back to accounting. In here, this will be record shipping. What else?
Ship order.
Ship order. Who's doing that?
The shipping.
The shipping. Okay. Good. And then finally, it needs to send the order, and then it needs to wait for the payment, right? After the payment is received, then the accounting can close the order, right?
Yes.
So that would be another intermediate event. Type is message, and this one is true. Sorry, should be white because it's receiving. This one is also white. Okay. This one is waiting for payment. Okay. And after it receives payment, what should I do? What happened after? Huh?
Pay the bill, sir.
No,
Pay
no,
the
no, no.
bill.
Pay the bill is the customer. Look, that's the customer.
Oh, yeah,
This is the customer.
Close order.
Close the order, right? Let's make it big. Close order. Like this. And then end.
So tuple
Yes.
always white box, sir.
Sorry?
Tuple always white box, sir.
Full is a white box. If I said black box is a black box, it's external entity.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And why some people call it black box full and white box full?
Well, yes. People name it differently. Okay. But if you only have one box and you consider this one as a black box, okay, then where do you place all this? Pay bill.
Yeah.
Right? This belongs to the customer. Surely you don't put this one within the order processing pool, right? Make sense?
Yeah.
Because as I mentioned before, the black box is we don't care about what's going on there, right? And
Yes.
white box is where we want to, where we know what's going on there, and then we specify what's going on there. Okay, and now that we have this, we simply need to put in the information. Okay, one thing is that you need to make sure that all these waiting messages needs to have the proper information flow. So for example, this one, let's start with this one, the first one. Okay, you attach to this, and in here you said order. Okay, and then for this one means after we take the order, we receive, this one send the order confirmation. Okay, so this one task type is send task. Make sense? Now,
Yes.
this one going to receive order is from the ship order or shipping confirmation. Okay, this one is after we ship the order, right? It informs to this one. So the information comes from this one. Goes here. Well, shipping confirmation. And then this one, receive payment, is information from PayBill. Like this. And this will be payment confirmation. So after the customer pay, it should send for the sentence. Sorry. Let me just make it neater, like this. Okay, and that's it. Okay, we have convert this one into BPMN. Okay, and then this thing you need to put a user task, pack inbox, user task, record shipping, user task, ship order, can be user or can be send task, because it also sent to the customer, and that's it. And this one is the user task. That's it. Any question? This one is a bit more exact in a sense, because we simply need to convert what's in here to this form. Okay, you're saying something, Lucky, before?
No, sir.
Okay. Right.
Only
Yes.
make a mistake for the box, sir.
Okay, I will have a look at that.
Only
it's okay. It's only a quiz. Okay. And the idea of the quiz, one of them is being so that you get used to it, and then you can fix, learn, and do better in your exam. All right. And don't worry,
Yeah.
I will have a look and I will let you know the results soon. Alright.
Yeah, it will be put in the report card.
Yeah. Yes.
15% of the mid semester.
I
So,
don't think so because you also have projects, remember? And you also have
oh,
the mid exam too. So it's not that big. All right. It's fine.
okay.
All right. I'll see you on Monday.
Okay, sir.
Have a good weekend.